Hi guys, I'm very sorry, but the original audio cut off. It wasn't working because the microphone was dead. So I'm just going to have to do a voiceover and kind of guess what I was saying in the video. So I'm very sorry about that, but hopefully the video will still be really great. So what I'm going to be showing in this video is how to train your horse to lay down. So hopefully this video is useful. If you enjoy, or if you think you will enjoy, or I don't know, just like and subscribe. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get into the video. So first you will want to teach your horse to put their head down just when you put pressure on the lead rope. So Ted already knows what I'm going to ask, so he's doing it before I even pull. But first you just want to pull very gently, and then just literally your horse could put his head down like a centimetre, and then when you put pressure on the lead rope and they put their head down, you stop pulling and then reward them, and eventually you'll ask them to hold it down for longer and longer, and make sure to give them lots of rewards and good boys or good girls. So the next thing you're going to want to teach your horse is to pick up all 4 of their legs when you just tap them with the stick. So as you can see here, Ted's very good at it, because I've done this a lot with him. I can tell you I've done it a lot. But at the start you just tap their leg, and then they will hopefully lift them all up. Just lift them up and then put them down again. So sometimes your horse may get a little bit confused, like Ted is getting a bit confused here. He can see that I'm on this side of his body, but I'm actually touching the other leg, so he's trying to lift one leg up, and then as soon as he lifted up the correct leg, I stopped tapping and said, "Really good boy." And you can give them lots of treats for that as well. And then you'll want to teach them that when you tap on their belly, they bring their back legs up and forward, because that's sort of the position they would do in the wild when they lie down. And then you're just going to want to put all those steps together so that they put their heads down, lift up their legs and bring their back legs forward, and then that's kind of what they would do when they lie down in the wild. And then you can also add in a little circle, so they go kind of round in a circle as well. That will help them learn to lay down all the way. And also, if your horse isn't understanding it, then you can wet them, so like just wet them with a hose, and sometimes that will help them understand. So if your horse isn't understanding the part where you lift up their leg by tapping on it, then as you saw just there, you tap on it, and then right after you can lift it up just like you would when you're picking out their feet, so that can help them to understand that when you tap, you want them to lift up that leg, and then you can do the same with their back legs as well. So if your horse doesn't understand the part where they bring their back legs forward, so Ted definitely didn't understand that, so what you can do is you can give them the command and then lift up one of their back legs, and then either grab the leg and pull it forward with your hand, or if that doesn't really work, then you can try and ask them to walk forward with the lead rope so that they'll step forward with that leg. And if your horse doesn't understand the part where you pull on the lead rope and they put their head down, so you can either put your hand on top of their head and kind of squeeze a bit on their poll, because that's a bit sensitive, and that might help them put their head down, but sometimes that might also make them lift it up more. So something else that usually works is in your hand when you're pulling down, in your hand that you're holding the lead rope that's pulling down, you can hold some treats, because then they'll want to put their head down to eat the treats, and then once they've got their head down, you can open your fist and let them eat the treats. So this is what it should sort of look like near the end. So here Ted doesn't go all the way down, but this is what it might look like for your horse. And as you can see there, I reward as soon as it looks like he does a bit more of an attempt. But for your horse, when you first start, this will take weeks, so you won't get to this step for probably weeks or even months. But this is what it should start looking like towards the end, when your horse is a bit more of a professional. And this is another example.